the cultural frequency also known as Vibe Responsibly. I'm your host, Gio Richardson, and as you can see or hear, I got my melanated marvels with me, aka my co-host. How you doing, Jax?
I am well. How are y'all?
I'm good.
Blessed and highly flavored.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
You should be used to this better.
I just said I'm good. Now I gotta backtrack and do the whole thing again. Okay. Man, they always get me, man. God. Oh. All right. Well, per usual. Hey, baby.
I'm great. I am
I
blessed
said,
and
hey,
highly lemon
baby.
pepper season.
All I said was,
Hey,
hey, baby. You are what? Lemon pepper what?
Season. Blessed and lemon peppered season. Ate off the bone, ain't it?
Definitely. Ate off the bone.
God. You know what? I did that shit to myself. I did it. So you know what? Yeah.
I'm talking about gristle and all.
I bet.
Yeah, so I'm good. You know, I'm not doing the extra stuff because she talking about some lemon pepper. I'm good today. All right, actually, I'm phenomenal. You know why I'm phenomenal? Because along with my melanated marvels, we got on that merch, baby. We got a new merch deal. You understand? We got a new merch deal, baby. Woo! With none other than the Gents Life Apparel. I'm rocking the Mount Rushmore. The ladies are rocking the Love Never Fails. And if you gonna get one or a ton, you're gonna find him at the Gents Life Apparel on Instagram. And there goes, you see Jax holding up the information. That's how you can contact him. But here's the best thing about it, though. Because we have a merch deal with them, you get 25% off your first order. If you use the code VIBE25, you get 25% off your first order. Tell him we sent you, and he'll take care of you. I promise you. Shout out to my man, Ro. I'm going to keep buying, too. This is crazy. Whoever designed this is dope. He did his thing, man. It's all right. Yeah. You can question us about it, too. Don't worry about it. You can question us about it. We're here for it. But definitely shout out to Ro and Gents Life Apparel, man. We appreciate you, brother, on everything. All right. And like I said, before we dive in, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and vibing with us. The engagement is still A1. Somehow on YouTube with these YouTube shorts. I don't know what's going on, but we are up 34 subscribers. 17,000, over 17,000, almost 18,000 views in the last 28 days. Like, wasn't really expecting this. Whole bunch of shares, whole bunch of comments. Some of these comments a little off kilter, but we get them together. But yeah, we are loving it. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the shorts. Thank you for all of it, honestly. And we have a link in all of our bios. Yes, we do appreciate y'all. We do have a link in all of our bios on our social media pages, which is on Instagram and TikTok, where it is our Patreon link, right? If you click that link and you see that little box shaking like a little crackhead, listen, man, once you see that box, you click that box. We're only asking for $5 a month. That's all we're asking. That's the only reason why we're asking for it is to keep the mics hot and the vibes flowing. I mean, the vibes are flowing pretty good, but that $5 a month, big, you know what I'm saying? It's a small gesture. It makes a big impact, helping us keep those mics hot, the vibe strong, and the culture moving forward. So we want to thank everybody that has already done so, and we want to thank you for doing so in the very near future. We appreciate y'all. Now, I feel like this is such a great, gonna be a great episode. And I got the shirt on for it, which is crazy. But every February, they roll out the same names. Dr. King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. Same pictures, same quotes, same safe stories. Like our history is a highlight reel. Like our struggle was just a moment. Like our impact has an expiration date. But here's what bothers me. Nobody tells you Black history didn't stop. It didn't freeze in the 60s. It didn't end with a march. It didn't clock out on March 1st. It's in the music you stream, the slang you speak, the style you copy, the businesses we're building, the families we're holding together. It's happening right now. So why do they give us 28 days to talk about something we live 365? Today, we're not celebrating Black history. We're recognizing it because we're not remembering the past, because we are the history. And what we do next, that's the chapter or chapters they will study later. So, with that being said, February feels like a spotlight. But why does the light turn off? Why does the light turn off on March 1st? How do you think? And it's not just it, let's be honest. There's a number of us that will walk around Black History Month, Black History Month, Black History Month. But on March 1st, even some of us, those lights turn off. It's not all of us now, so I'm not putting everybody in that, that pocket. But for some reason, the light turns off. Why do you think that? I have some other questions too, but I'm going to start with that one.
So I think that we were conditioned to believe that Black history was only the month of February. So I think because everybody shoot for February 1st through February 28th is Black History Month, and that's the time we celebrate it and do all the things. But Black history is every month. It's not just 1 month. It's not just 28 days. Like, it's every month. Like, even if you were to celebrate 2 Black inventors a month, it still won't be enough months in a year to celebrate all the Black inventors. So how can you narrow it down to 28 days when 28 days is not even enough to celebrate all the Black history that we have? So I think it's because we were conditioned to stay focused on 1 month rather than actually like a lifetime.
Okay. What you got, Jax?
I agree with you. And I kind of believe that it's become like this notion that we live in now. As we let the torch turn down, we just kind of like, oh, everybody throws in February. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me get on the train. And then it's like, oh, okay, that train is gone. It left the station. It's out of sight, out of mind. Let's move on. I mean, I know a lot of people jump from February to June and it's like Juneteenth, but at the same time, it's like, just like you said, we didn't do this in a month. We live this. We should be living this every day. We should be celebrating, chorusing, and speaking this every day so that it's not just a 28, 29 day thing in a leap year.
Yeah. And I agree with you both. Here's my take on it. There's a safe history teaching versus a full history teaching. And I feel like this is what schools do. And the conditioning part, yes, I do agree with. Because it does start, it doesn't start, it starts in school. Because that's, hey, we're celebrating you in these 28 days. But in those 28 days, like I said in the opening, it's the same names. It's Rosa Parks. And listen, first of all, I'm not saying that these names don't mean anything. I'm saying that there's more to us than these names. It's Rosa Parks. It's Martin Luther King. It's Malcolm X. But what about those that we don't hear about all the time? Everybody knows the Benjamin Banneker's, the Charles Drews. What about the Thomas Jennings, the Judy Reeds, the Henry Blairs, the George Washington Carvers, the Hugh Browns, the Shelby Davidson, the Lewis Latimer, like John Ernst, it's more George Washington Murray. Like, we have so many names out there, and it's like we are responsible for all of these things that people use on a daily basis. There would be no dryer. There would be no ironing board. there would be no flat iron. There would be no GPS. Did you know that? The refrigerator, traffic light, the light bulb, like the iron.
Oh, not to mention, I actually just learned this a couple days. The person who invented separation of the blood, separating the
Charles
plasma.
Drew.
Yeah.
Charles Drew. But did you know that the very thing that he invented, they wouldn't allow him to use it?
Yeah,
and he
they
passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The very thing that he invented, he was not even able to use when he got sick.
Yeah.
Revolutionized medicine. And he died because the white hospital would not allow him the very thing that he invented. Come on. Like, I want us to realize the contributions that we have made, and not just in a February sense, but just everyday life. Like, we have to really take an account of what we've done, how we've done it, how we're still doing it. Because I'm reading every day, not just on social media, but news outlets where young Black kids are creating all this new stuff. This is the new history. This is the new history. And I'm going to be honest in saying it. It's not just Black history. It's American history. Without us, saying it out loud, without us, a lot of these things wouldn't happen. They would not happen. Say that again. What'd you say, Jack?
1,000%.
Yeah, it would not happen. Can you imagine the life without traffic lights? I got you one better. Something as simple as a doorknob.
Right.
A doorknob. But
camera.
Camera.
Your standard camera.
But we supposed to be the slow ones now. Remember that. We supposed to be the Neanderthals.
But then you also got to remember, like, it's probably so many more things that we have invented. Back then, we wasn't able to get things patented. So we had to use falsification of names and addresses and everything. They changed stuff in order to get it done, to get it, you know what I'm saying, out there. So think about that.
Credit for the stuff that we made and put their name in.
Yeah. Exactly what they did. And it's a sad story. And I didn't even notice, but Famous Amos. Famous Amos, he lost everything. And the same thing is happening to the tenderism dude. Did you know that the owner patented the tenderism quote?
Yeah.
Okay. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all like this. You watching this, you're listening to this, you can take this episode however you want. Personally, I do not care. I'm telling you that straight up. I don't. Because what we're not going to do is not allow us, to celebrate my people in the way I feel like they should be celebrated, how they should be showcased. So however many thumbs down, however many crazy comments, bring them. Because I'm answering all the comments. I am. I don't run, ain't never hid. I got time. Trust me, I do. All the time. To sit there and tell you you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you right now, debate and debate is two different things. Debate is what we can go back and forth and do. But if I have you fall for debate, I got you. I promise you. And I'm going to eat you alive in them comments. And you ain't going to never come back. You can call me all type, and you can call me out my name. Please do. But don't do it in them comments. Because that'll get funny too. Right?
Don't do it.
Just letting you know. What we're not going to do is make me feel like what I'm doing right now is not the right thing. Because I've seen comments on other videos such as these. You can troll me if you want to. Every troll that has come up on my videos so far been catching hell. I love it. And I don't never see him again. Soon as I lay out some type of educated response, they never come back. Oh, he's too smart. Yes, very educated, very intelligent. Don't let this is more than just a hat rack and jokes. I promise you it is. I will lead you down the road and leave you right there looking stupid. Because I love doing it. Especially those that think that I ain't got it. But play with it if you want to. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. How Jill Scott said? Baby, don't play with it. I'm telling you. Now I'm not the one. Anyway, see, the problem isn't just that they shortened our history. It's that they only talk about it like it already happened. Like we're not making moves for the next moves in history as Black people. But what if the most powerful parts are happening right now? Because we're not just history or culture in motion. So if we don't just make the history, how is the world celebrating us while simultaneously erasing us? Why do they love our rhythm but fear our reality? Answer that one. First one was kind of, but why do they love our rhythm but fear our reality?
I feel like the world doesn't celebrate us in motion right now. I feel like we celebrate us in motion right now. And even in us celebrating us in motion, sometimes that comes with a limitation because like we've said in other episodes, sometimes prime example, we out here begging for support. We just want you to support and be a part of what our movement is. So a lot of what we do, I feel like, is us celebrating and giving us our flowers on social media and whatnot. And the reality for me of why they love our rhythm but won't even let us live in our reality and they don't like it is because they realize there is so much power in said reality. Like we have shown here and now in two spaces that I can think of off the top of my dome, Target and Netflix, when they tried to play Michelle Obama face, we was like, okay, what you want? We with it. We will take you down in a blink of an eye. When we start moving in ways like that, we start showing what we can actually do when we all just come in on one accord. We ain't worried about what the outside noise is, but we got a mission, we are mindset, and we are stuck on whatever that mission is. The same for the past is true in this reality. I'm going to give you a little bit, but I can't give you too much so you know what you can do with it.
I like that. What you got, Kish?
So I agree with Jax. I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna say we don't need them to celebrate us at all. Like I feel like we're forced
Facts.
already by ourselves.
Facts.
So if we actually support each other, we don't need them. We don't need no celebrations from anybody that don't want to give us the celebrations. Like if we can just, like she said, like we even just with the podcast, like we were saying, like the support is free. To support somebody is free. To push somebody is free. Like I can even see like when you have a young child, right? Say they invented something. Like I feel like the family should, hey, check this out. Like look what we got, my child is doing this or my son did this. Like where is the community when it comes to that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and pushing it out? Because we don't need nobody else to help us. We got people in places that can help us. The only limitations that we have is us. It's not back in the 50s. It's not back in the 40s anymore. The limitations that we have now is because of us. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else but us. That's how I see it.
I feel like I shouldn't even say anything. I'm just going to sit here and host and let y'all do this whole thing. PhDs on the panel today. That's all right. No, I love it. See, that's why they're my co-hosts. Y'all see this, right? This is why I do this with them. I want to say that, yeah, we definitely don't need anybody else to support us, but we do have to learn to get on one accord. We do have to learn to get on one accord. And when I say we, it's not everyone. It's just it's enough people as to why we don't do how we're supposed to do for one another. And I can't really say how and where it starts, but even like both of you said, just in us asking for support for the podcast. Am I not, and I've asked this question of myself, have I not shown enough support for other people where they feel like they don't want to support the podcast? Have I not done that? Right? Have I not shared Instagram reels? Have I not put out somebody else's information? Have I not publicized what you're doing? Because I'm going to tell you what's funny to me. I have asked so many people, and my co-hosts know this, I have sent out text messages. I have sent out DMs on all social media platforms. And the weirdest thing to me is you did not respond when I asked for the support. But the moment you needed support, you sent me the text message or the DM. And my message is right above your message that you never replied to. And I'm looking like, you gotta be kidding me. Because I know I made the announcement that said, this ain't gonna be the year. Like, don't ask for nothing. You don't want nothing. Because I asked you. But for some reason, you felt it was okay to ask me. Now I'm supposed to jump through hoops and support you and push your stuff when all you had to do was share mine. When that's all you saying about your product. Well, just all you got to do is hit share. I'm sorry. When did you do that for me? I know the turn the other cheek thing is kind of like, it's kind of disrespectful. Where was I when God was handing out this level of audacity? Where was I? Because I don't think I have that in my body. I don't have that. Oh, I know they sent me something, but let me go up and send them mine real quick. Let me see what they're going to do with it. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to delete the whole message. It doesn't exist anymore. Don't reach out. Please don't. I have what? Moonwalked. But I want us to do better. I want us to, those who didn't see the last episode, you'll catch that if you watch the last episode. But I want us to get better with supporting one another, right? And if it's one hand has to wash the other, then by all means, let me know. But if I send you my stuff and you just like blatantly, just disregard or disrespect, then what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do at that point? Because so many people have reached out. So many people have said you're doing a good job. So many people have actually subscribed. So many people have actually are paid subscribers. But here it is. I just asked you to check it out. I ain't asked for nothing. I asked you to pass it on. Nothing. So if we can't get on accord with something as simple as that, moving together in a unit could be pretty hard. If we can't do the simple, how do we get to a point where we're doing the hard thing? How do we get there? At a basic level, if we can't support one another, how do we do it on a level where we want to change things and topple law and topple governments to bring down laws that hold us back from certain things? How do we get there? How? We have to do the basic thing. Also, let's stop showing up when there's brutality against us of a different race and we out there killing each other. Can we stop that first? Can we stop the black on black crime? Can we be upset about the black on black crime in the same way we're upset about the racial injustice? Can we do that? Can we at least start there? Because I don't want to hear about somebody getting beat up by a cop, but then on the other hand, 2 days later, y'all was just shooting at each other. Make it make sense. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing for me. Don't pick and choose when you want to be, out there protesting your street when them kids is getting knocked off. When them dads can't come home no more because somebody's brother in the neighborhood did it to him. When the mom that everybody knows can't even walk the street because every time she walked the street, she get robbed by somebody in her neighborhood. Ain't nobody coming in the neighborhood of a different ethnicity robbing us. We doing it to one another. So can we get a neighborhood watch for our own block? Can we do that? Can we finally get on one accord and say, you know what, this is wrong? We got to clean up our own streets. But the very moment somebody of a different skin tone puts their hand on you, comes up and asks you questions as a cop, or does something out of the ordinary, all of a sudden, somebody call Al Sharpton. You goofy. We got to do better, man. Let's clean up our own, and then everything else can be put in order. I don't mind you speaking up about the racial injustices. I don't mind that. But there's a flip side to that. We gotta clean up our own. The homes, the streets, the neighborhoods, the parks, all of that. That's where it starts. And get some insurance. I don't want to see another GoFundMe for a funeral. Jesus Christ. Get some insurance.
Not the showings.
Get some insurance.
Not the showings.
The insurance. A GoFundMe for a funeral.
The showings. I think, honestly, Rich, policing ourselves, I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know what it is when it comes to us policing us. And I think sometimes it may be, oh, I don't want to offend. I'm trying to keep so-and-so on the good side so, we can be cool after this or whatnot. And sometimes we have to look past that. That showings thing, I think it's just a lack of knowledge. We don't know. We don't try to know. You don't want to know. And you don't want to let it show. Okay, but for real, like it's a lack of knowledge, and instead of us seeking the knowledge, we let it smack us in the face. And when it smacks us in the face, it's you being smacked in the face by a bill and a casket and some decisions, and now you ain't got a whole lot of choices in the middle of that. When I recently learned, even though I have insurance on everybody in my house, I was recently educated that pre-need may be better than what I think I have. That way I can go pick out what I need for me, my spouse, and pay for it. And by the time we close our eyes, baby, it's paid for. All my children got to do is bury us. Because I already picked it all out. I made all the decisions. All your people got to do is show up. It's all in the questions that we ask.
I would see it's a form of survival too. It's a form of survival.
Yeah,
we're so used to having to struggle. We're so used to having to struggle. Yes, and we don't know what coming out of that looks like. Because the first thing they're going to say is, well, mama did it like that. That don't make it right.
I was just about to say that.
It don't make it right.
It's like me and my husband having this conversation just the other day. Same conversation.
Yeah.
Like, we can't do this. We can't be this blind. We can't be, and for the lack of conversation, not to call anybody dumb, but if you don't know, we can't be this dumb. You can't be this dumb in a position like that when all of it's hitting you in the face, because now you're stuck with making a decision. You can't go back and get the knowledge, come up, and then be like, oh, okay, I got it. No, now it's time for you to make a choice and a decision, and all of the things start flowing in. I'm grieving. I'm hurt. I'm mad. I ain't got no money. I'm trying to make decisions. And it's news to me now. A lot of us don't understand how insurance works.
No.
Yeah.
Just because you got insurance don't mean they handed you a check when grandma closed her eyes. No, you got to hand the funeral home a check before the insurance company ever give you a cotton picking dime.
Yeah.
You talking about we got insurance. And
that's just how they look too. But we got insurance.
3 and 4 weeks to bury Nana because you talking about insurance.
No, they're waiting 3 to 4 weeks to bury Nana because they're trying to get that money together to give the insurance company so they can get started. That's why it takes so long.
But I feel like that's just understanding, because insurance is like an option. Like everybody is believing that insurance, any type of insurance, whether it be medical, whether it be car insurance, whether it be burial, like they think that that's an option. And it's not an option. Like, you don't even understand how so many people that I know don't even have medical insurance, dental insurance, that don't take care of their stuff. And it's like, oh, I don't need that. I don't want that coming out of my check. Or
And then you
even,
go to the business and you got a $4,000 bill and you trying to figure out why.
exactly. Or even with the medical part, because some of them say, well, that's too expensive. Yeah, but it'd be more expensive not to have it when you have to have surgery or anything happens. Like, the problem is, it's like, it's all about money. But my thing is, at the end of the day, money is not going to keep you healthy. It's not going to
No.
bury your kids. It's not going to bury your nana. It's not going to bury your papa. And then the thing is, they get frustrated when they ask somebody else for help and they don't have it or they don't do it. And it's like, now you mad. No, because they should have insurance.
Yeah.
Baby, if you go have surgery right about now, you look at that bill, you will see why you need insurance. Ooh.
Yeah. And see, I want us to get,
Any kind of it. It's costly.
yeah, and I want us to get beyond the can't afford it. Start putting yourself in a position, better positions, so that you can afford it, so you can do what you need to do. Now, I understand everybody right now may be in a bind, maybe having a hard time with their finances. Figure out a way to get yourselves together, right? Figure it out. Like, literally sit down with your bills, write them down, and really figure it out. And the reason why I'm saying this is because some of us don't even have the essentials that we need because we're moving from check to check, right? And I'm not saying that as in, the essentials as far as you're able to just go out and get whatever you want. No, you're going to have to make some sacrifices to make this thing work. You're going to have to make sacrifices. Certain things that you used to like, you got to do broke people stuff for a little while just to get yourself straight, right? It may take a year. It may take you 6 months. But really sit down and figure out what your bills are, what you can put off to the side, right? And if you want to do something, if you can get to where you got $500 left after you paid all your bills and everything that you need to do, grocery, all of that. If you got 500 and you feel like you want to do something for yourself, take 150 out of that, put 350 in the bank. But put some money away. You don't always have to be on zero at the end of the day. You don't. You can have something for yourself, but you got to make those sacrifices. We have to get out of these cycles that we have been in for years, throughout generations, because then you try to figure out, and I'm speaking from my own experience, then you're trying to figure out why that one cousin made it out and did what they were supposed to do and they living the way they're living. Oh man, he doing so good or she doing so good and yada, yada, yada. They made sacrifices. Because if y'all grew up together, especially if under the same roof, you all had the same opportunities. You did. Mindset, decisions, choices, and chances is the only thing that separated y'all. That's it. That is the only things that separated y'all. Because y'all grew up together. You're seeing each other almost every other day or every day. Especially if you're, your siblings. But everybody started making different choices and understanding we had different people, cool. But these are decisions, choices, chances, and mindset. We have to break these cycles if we want to do better. If you knew better, you do better. If you don't, you won't.
Amen. That part.
We got to start making better decisions. That's what it boils down to, right? And so, how I started off talking about the world dancing to our rhythm. And while the world does dance to our rhythm, they forget what it costs to create it. Because behind every beat, there's survival. Behind every trend, there's resilience. Our history making came with pain. Lots of it. Years of pain. Years of being told no, even with your own scientific research, your own inventions. Years of pain. But our resiliency has brought us so far. Through our resilience, the world is able to do what it's able to do. I've called out the inventions. I've talked about the scientists. I've talked about the inventors in the beginning. Just the simple stuff. Like I said, the doorknob. You can't really call us lazy. You can't call us stupid. You can't do that. Now, can you call us, not having the knowledge about patents to keep our inventions? Sure, you can do that. And you took advantage of those people. You took advantage of our ancestors. This is what you did. But you didn't come up with that yourself.
Right.
And I'm going to say it. You weren't smart enough. It wasn't in you. Favor ain't fair. It's just not. And for years, y'all ain't had favor. For years. And still to this day, still ain't got favor. Do you have entitlement? Sure you do. Do you have your daddy's money? Sure you do. But you're slow. You're a crock pot. You've been that. It's in the history books.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
This just popped into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance that every progression for us is supposed to look painful and struggle filled, and we supposed to hurt, we supposed to cry through, we supposed to be broke down and bottomed out in order for us to make progress, for it to look like progress to everybody else, for it to feel like we're making a difference? Because a lot of the things and a lot of the current inventions and things that we are doing as Black people, baby, we're doing this thing. They getting degrees, going inventing stuff, coming out with companies, dropping names. Like, a lot of this is it's easy for them, to be honest.
Yeah. But we don't hold the cards, Jax. We don't hold the cards.
Sure.
We don't
Sure.
have the pen to write us in. That's
Sure.
where the barrier is.
Yeah.
See, we can sit at home and create all day. We know we can. We know we can. And the reason why we know we can, a lot of our inventions and a lot of our scientific research came from, oh man, I wish we had this. I wish we could do this. And then we start just building. We start figuring it out. I mean, something, not trying to be funny, but even something as like when you have grown up or you have to do without for so long, you start thinking of different things, right? Like, think about, and I know y'all can agree with me on this. Think about not having a pencil sharpener in your house and you need to sharpen your pencil. What did you use?
A knife. My mom used a
Thank
knife.
you. You used a knife.
Yeah.
But this is how things are born in our culture. It's how it's born. And then all of a sudden the knife turns into something else, and the knife turns into, and that turns into something else. And all of a sudden we have something that's born that we can use as operational on an everyday basis.
Yes.
Through lack is how we came up with the things that we have.
Mm-hmm.
The ironing board, the doorknob, the light bulb. You see what I'm saying? Like, through lack. If we never had the lack, these inventions would not be here. The scientific research would not have been done.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So even when, and we've seen all of the movies, even when our Caucasian counterparts were trying to figure things out, every time I watch a movie about us creating something in the medical field, especially the medical field, the person that helps the Caucasian counterpart isn't even a doctor. They're not a doctor. They're just knowledgeable. And then they end up making history. American history. Because that research and that invention or that scientific explosion moves through the centuries. moves through the decades, moves through the years. And he didn't even have a PhD. Wasn't qualified. In fact, I'm trying to remember the man's name, but he was actually a waiter. He was a butler at a party. And as they were talking about the different things and with the scientific research, he's walking by and whispering, you want to use platelets. You want to use this. You want to use that. And they were like, wait, what is your name? And they get to talking to him, and all of a sudden, because Mos Def played the part. I'm trying to remember the movie. Mos Def played the part.
God, I can't
Yes.
remember the name of that
Mos
movie.
Def played the part, and it'll come to me soon. But yeah, it's through lack. We've always come up with things through lack. But we didn't sit down on it. Just like now. We don't sit down on it. And when they talk about us in a way of being lazy and being on welfare and not wanting, bruh, you talking about a small population, a small percentage of us. You really are. Because truth be told, that welfare thing, y'all got that. Being on welfare, y'all got that. WIC is y'all baby. WIC is definitely y'all baby. Don't get it to us. Y'all been rock-a-buying that thing for years. Huh? Yeah. Y'all been rock-a-buying WIC for a minute. So don't do that.
All of the categories of assistance.
Come on now. So I'm just saying, let's be fair here, right? So small population. That's why I say can't really call us slow. Can't call us dumb. Can't call us stupid. Definitely can't call us lazy. You're talking about a small percentage of people that don't want to do. But if I ain't gonna do it. Woo, that would have been nasty.
Don't do it.
That'd be bad.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, don't do it. Oh my God.
Don't do it.
I'm not. Okay. So if the system won't invest in us consistently, maybe the next move isn't asking for a seat at the table. Maybe it's building our own. Right? Maybe we just build our own. With that being said, I'm going to ask this question, and I've asked it already. I kind of sort of have the answer because it hit me one time when I was reading. So, but I'm going to ask y'all, why don't we have a Black Wall Street? At least one. Why don't we have one? Why don't we have one? Because that always bothers me. We have way more money than we ever had to this day. And I'm talking about Black celebrities across the board. Whether you play a sport, whether you sing, whether you dance, whether you draw, whatever you do, content creator, whatever you do, there's more money spinning around Black celebrities than ever before. Why don't we have at least one Black Wall Street?
I say it's out of fear. It's
Okay.
out of fear because of what happened before. Like, they got it up, they got it running like it was working, it wasn't bothering anybody, and then next thing you know, it was completely gone. A lot of people lost a lot, when that happened. So I think it's out of fear and not knowing like what would happen. I think that most of the people that are celebrities, like if you really look at them, like they came from a place where they didn't have, and they hustled and bustled to get to where they are right now, right? So now they want to hold on to what they have, but they don't want to invest in something that they think that they won't get a return, or that may, put them back to where they was. So I believe that they're holding on to it so tight because even though we think that these people may have like these millions and billions, like y'all should just do this and do that, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's tied up in investments, sometimes it's over here in this, and sometimes it's in other things. So I feel like they holding on tight to it because they got PTSD because they don't want to go back where they came from. So I think that's the reason why we don't have the Black Wall Street. And then too, if we could possibly have it or start to have it or beginning to have it, and we just don't know about it. It just haven't got up and running yet. We don't know.
So I kind of can understand and I can kind of agree, but at the same time, I feel like Killer Mike is doing a lot. Like Killer
Mm-hmm.
Mike is pushing all of these black banks, like putting
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
black money back in black places and black
Mm-hmm.
banks with black investments. And for people like us, a lot of this is out of reach. It's in communities in which we don't live in. We won't have direct access because if we did, we would.
Right.
For us, for celebrities, I understand your money being elsewhere, right? But they have much more access than we have. And my parents raised me to believe if your hand is always closed trying to hold tight, you ain't never gonna let nothing go, but you ain't never gonna get nothing in either.
Mhm.
So while
Mm-hmm.
you holding on to what you got, yeah, that's secure, but what about what's gonna come in? The same way we find time on a table to make investments to put away, to save for the future, I feel like some of them could really kickstart this on a different level to make it accessible for the rest of us. If there's a small black bank in my area and it is literally black owned, black run, and I can have direct access, why not get a savings account? No, I might not get a debit card, but I can sure put some money over there to save it.
Yeah.
I feel like the people who could be on board with Killer Mike are just not. Like it's like it's falling on deaf ears.
But I
Mm-hmm.
also think it's trauma behind it too. Think about how many businesses that is black owned, restaurants, beauty supplies. Everybody always be like, "Well, I want to support, but every time I support, this is what happens," and then they don't want to support anything else. Prime example: if somebody goes to a black owned restaurant and they had a horrible experience, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna tell everybody. Then next thing you know, nobody is coming to that restaurant. I feel the same way with money. Money is people's, like, it's a priority. So in their mind, if I go to this black owned bank and I put my money in here and these people are crooked or whatever, the stereotype is, and something happens to my money, then what?
Mm.
I understand. I understand
Mm.
that. And I can't speak and say that the bank that Killer Mike, the ones that have been started are FDIC insured. I don't know. And the reality for me is the same way it could happen black, it could happen white. Like we've all at least got once or twice before where somebody's got your number somehow, swiped your money. It happens. I mean, but I so want the push to be different.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. I'm real big on this Black Wall Street thing, man. And I'm gonna say, just looking back at the history and knowing that we had hospitals, banks, the mechanics, the law firms, like we had it thriving, self-sufficient, and in a way, in a good way, in a very motivating way. I'm jealous. I want that for us. I want that for us in every city, at least every state. You know what I'm saying? Like at least every state just have something of our own. If I wanted to go shop, I could shop there. They had boutiques, all types of stuff. At least give me that lane to walk in. And it bothers me sometimes. I mean, it's not always on the front of my mind, but it's like, man, what was that like to be able to go somewhere where you're welcome, open arms, right? And smiling faces, and the smiling faces aren't forced. They're actually happy to see you. Like, what does that look like? How
And
did
they
that
look like you.
feel? And they look like you. Like, how did that feel? You know, that is such a proud moment to be able to wake up in a neighborhood full of you and then go somewhere to shop, and everybody looks like you.
And it not be under duress. It not be in the slum, or it not be in the lowest income neighborhood. Because living where I live, I can say, are there some of these businesses that are Black owned, they still exist? Yes, they do. Some of them are really struggling, and most of them are in the lowest income neighborhood, which means a lot of the money going into them, a lot of people don't have it. A lot of the business may be struggling because the people around them are struggling. And you may have one or two or a few people that come in on a regular basis from the other side of town who come in and feed their business in. But sometimes that's just not enough.
Yeah, it's just not. And so to have that, you know, man, and I think honestly, of course, I wasn't there, but I can imagine the feeling of just being proud. Can you imagine the feeling of the shop owner that was actually able to afford a shop on Black Wall Street? Like, he opened up his business on in Black Wall Street. That is a proud moment. Oh man, guess where I got my shop? Like, that is so dope to me. Not to say that anybody opening a business, wherever you open your business, you're not proud. But just think about that. Think about being just on a street, and you can go right next door, spark a conversation without feeling like it's forced, without feeling like, oh, I ain't going to talk to them, man. They don't even like me. Like, it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to know, why is it not more information about it? Like, why is it not like more details where the first person who started it and who they spoke with, the meetings that they had, and just more information about it? Like, we know that it existed. We know that people was there shopping and all the things, but we don't know, like the more details about it. Like, we don't know the people who initially, what I'm saying, like started it out. Like, why don't we know that?
Because we can't give you the blueprint to go back and be successful and do it all over again.
But why not? Because if they were us.
Because now mind you, while us as a people, managed to come up with that on our own, we didn't tear it down. We didn't destroy it. They did. They destroyed it because there was so much power in such a small, minimal place. If I tell you Mr. Johnny, whose son is still living in St. Louis, had the blueprint, and he talked to Mr. David, whose daughter lives in Alabama, Johnny's son gonna go talk to David's daughter, and they might come together and decide they need to come in and redo this thing, and they need to go pinpoint pick and find out what the deal is. The knowledge is too powerful. When we come together if we get on one accord, we can take over a lot of stuff. I can't tell you how these people did this. I destroyed it for a reason.
Yep.
They were too wise on there, and we had to go and tear that up.
And just like you said, they incited fear for a reason.
Yeah.
That's how you cripple people. That's how you cripple people. Not only do you take it away from them, but you incite fear to say, man, if we do this again, then this could possibly happen again. This is why. This is definitely why. Do we have the resources to do it? Sure we do. How and when? Where? How, when, and where? That's to be answered. Because it is very much so possible. It is. I could see 5 of our top celebrities really just pouring money into an area and just creating something phenomenal. Right? So hopefully one day soon, hopefully one of them hear us and it sparks something.
We give you all the ideas.
Yes, because I ain't got
and
the
just
money.
let us know.
I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't got the money. If you want $2 on it, I got you. I promise you I got you. I got the $2. I got a little more than 2. And I got a few.
Right.
But I ain't telling you I got, what you're looking for. I give you enough to put my name. Yeah, I got enough for you to put my name on one of them bricks in the street. And you say GL Richardson
And
was
that's the
here. Yeah.
thing. Like, it don't take much because think about how many people it is, right? So if
Yeah.
everybody contributed, then it would, like you say, make it enough. We would make it
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, definitely. But
Because the
see,
thing
I'm
is,
gonna
like,
tell
most
you.
of us can build. Like, we
Go
can
ahead.
build stuff. We can build
Mhm.
stuff. Like, we got electricians. We got
Yeah.
bricklayers. Like, we got so many people that can do finance people. We got lawyers. Like, we got so many people that can do so many different things. So a lot of that stuff we won't even have to pay for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mechanics, admins. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the plans got to come together. Hopefully, like I said, somebody will hear this and it'll spark something, or something's already in play we don't know about. But they hear this and they say, you know what? Did you hear these three people talking on the podcast? Let's go ahead and knock this thing out. Let's go ahead and move things forward a little bit. I promise you, if you let me know, you let us know, I'll be proud to be the first customer for whatever boutique, whatever. I don't care what it is. I promise you, we will show up. Please let us know if you see this. It'll be on YouTube at Vibe Responsibly Podcast. And I'm shameless plug. But with that being said, we also have to understand that the future generations are going to have to study this era, you know, and the questions, it's like, what will they study about us? Did we build or did we just complain? How do we honor our lineage daily? How do we live intentionally 365? Because one day somebody will say your name when they talk about this era. Question is, what will they say you built or destroyed? Think about that. How did you contribute? What did you do? How did you stand firm?
That's
How did you
critical.
say, right?
Mm-hmm.
See,
It's critical and it's crucial. It's critical and it's crucial. And it goes back to it really goes back to the foundation of a lot of the things that we be saying when it comes to what we want to leave our kids with, what legacy we want to build. Are we giving them something that they can carry? Are we putting them on with the music? Are we giving them the knowledge? Are we feeding and pouring into them? Because at the end of the day, when we close our eyes, whatever we leave them with is all they have left. And if you left them with nothing, they have nothing to give.
Exactly. So, I mean, and not just our kids, there are people out there who are not only example for their kids, they're example for other people's kids as well.
100%
There are
agree with you.
people watching you that are looking up to you and you don't even know it. So, like I said, like, what will they say you built or destroyed? What will they say? How are you showing up? Intentionally, 365. How are you showing up? That's all I'm asking. How are you showing up? What are you doing to push this thing forward? And what I've been saying is you got to do something phenomenal, magical, but start in your backyard. Start in your backyard. Start in your neighborhood. Start in your community. Do something. Make a stand. Have a voice. Don't just be, don't just get along to get along. We've done that enough. We've certainly done that enough. To my entrepreneurs out there, I commend you. That's a stand in itself. As you said, you weren't going to do that PTO. You're going to do this on your own time. I was there. I'm working back on it. Because there's a level of freedom that comes with that. Right? Is it a lot of work? Yes. Is everybody built to be an entrepreneur? No. That's why I commend them. It's not easy. It's not easy. But for those that have taken that step and that leap of faith, I commend you. Even if you're in your beginning stages, I commend you. Keep pushing forward. Keep making phenomenal moves. Don't let that proverbial wall stop you. Kick through it. Don't let them speed bumps stop you. Go right over them. If the doors close too fast, kick them open. But keep moving forward. Don't you stop. I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. I'm proud of all of us personally. If you had decided in your life that you are going to do something in every which way, any which way possible, I'm proud of you. I am. And I'm saying that to every last one of you out there that's trying to make a way out of no way. I am proud of you. If you haven't heard it today or in the last 2-3 months or last year, I am proud of you. You keep doing what you have to do for you, your children, your family, whatever the case may be. But be good to yourself. Give yourself some grace. You're doing a lot. You're taking on a lot. And I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about men and women. Because there are women out there doing the same thing. Be good to yourself. Give yourself some grace. But I'm proud of you. Awesomely proud of you. With that being said, we have reached that segment where I heard my pastor say. Heard my pastor say, history doesn't mean you automatically get an invite to my destiny. Just because I knew you doesn't mean I need to know you. When God called you to do that thing, my entrepreneurs or whoever else, it wasn't a conference call. It called you. There are people right now in your life that's not going to move towards your destiny with you. They're just not. I don't care how much you like them. I don't care how much you love them. And I'm going to say this to you with all the love in the world. That person that lays next to you at night may not even go to your destiny with you. Because sometimes our partners can be jealous of us too. It happens. Be aware. I'm not saying it's happening to you, but somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. It's happening to you right now. You're trying to figure out why they're not on board. You're trying to figure out why every time you come up with something, they shoot you down. Pay attention. Pay close attention. Because if they're for you, you'll know. They'll be with you 10 toes down. You can tell them you're going to the moon. They'll be like, oh, when you coming back, baby? That's all they need to know.
Like, I'm with you. I'm going with you, girl. I got you.
There you go. Right? Be aware. Don't just let anybody sit at your table, man. Because people will sit at your table just to tear it down. On purpose. Some people just don't want to see you happy.
I want to see you eat, but you can't. You might not be able to eat at my table. You just can't eat together.
You just can't eat together. There are people out there like that. There's people that you have known for years like that.
Mm-hmm.
Be aware.
Not only you got to worry about other people, but you also got to worry about self-sabotage too as well.
Oh, yes. Stop talking yourself out of your dream. Stop it. You got this. You got this. I promise you do. Don't worry about all that other nonsense. What if, and what if, and what if. What if it goes right? What if everything goes right? What if you just, for 4 or 5 days, just change your mindset to something positive every single day? What if? And then 4 or 5 days turn into 35 to 45 days. And then 45 days turn into 90 days. And then 90 days turn into 6 months. Changing that mindset changes everything. Being grateful does too. Be grateful for the small moments, because the small moments are going to build into the big moments. I promise you. And I'm not talking to you from just what I think. I'm talking about my own experience, my own testimony. I'm telling you, the mindset changes everything. You've probably seen this on YouTube, on Instagram, and people talking about it. It's a real thing. If you apply it every single day, you have to apply it. Because unbeknownst to most out there, this podcast thing that we're doing, this came up because we were in a live and somebody was like, he should be a pastor. No. Let's slow down. We can start a podcast. That was on a Friday. I told the tribe to give me 48 hours. I have a podcast up and running. Monday, I had a podcast. This podcast up and running. Mindset.
Sometimes you need a little bit of motivation.
That's
That
it.
too. That too.
Just a little push.
Sometimes you need a little bit of motivation on top of being
But
kind to yourself.
I
Here we
put
are.
myself out there. I said, give me 48 hours. I put my own feet to the fire. Give me 48 hours. I'll come back with a podcast. And I did. And not only did I come back with a podcast, I came with my melanated marvels. You understand? It's not a game, and you can do it. You can do it. Knock it out. Quiet the voices, especially in your own head, and go for it. All right? All right. Listen, make sure you follow. One more
Back
time.
in
Go
the
ahead.
day, it said the first person to hear your negative thoughts is you.
Yeah.
So if you don't change your negative thought, you're the first person to hear it. It starts here and it affects you. You're the first person to hear your negative thought. You got to change it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That mindset thing you were talking about is so real.
Yeah. I like that, though. I haven't heard that one. I like that. You're the first person to hear your first negative
You're
thought.
the first person to hear your negative thoughts. I'm sending to you.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you ain't lying when you're telling the truth now. All right. So listen.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow us because we will be going live very soon on 3 different platforms. I'll let you guys know the date. I'll let you guys know the times, but it's going to be 3 different platforms at one time. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't know what's going on with TikTok lately. I ain't been able to post on TikTok. I haven't. Like, I cannot, it won't let me. I've hit the button and everything. So TikTok, whatever y'all doing out there, I don't know. That might be one less platform I'm going to be dealing with.
On the news.
I don't know. I'm going to keep trying,
they
but.
Have like a power grid fail or something.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
You can see that? I can't. Anyway.
Detroit eye roll.
You saw that? So with that being said, I will let y'all know. I will let y'all know when we go live on the 3 platforms because we're still working out the kinks. All right. So in those lives, we're going to give you and yours a chance to ask questions and provide feedback about this episode and future episodes. So make sure you give us a follow, join the live because it gets deep, it gets real, it gets silly, and it gets goofy over there with the one band, one sound click. So with that being said, where can they follow you, Kish?
You can follow me on Instagram and Tickety Top at 313_Kish, KISHA.
KISHA? Is that it?
Kish, I'm sorry. KISH.
I knew you were not gonna let her make it.
But if they put the A at the end, they wouldn't have found her.
You know,
Maybe
I think it's because I have to say that because everybody always jack it up. So in my mind, it's like it's Keisha, but they call me Kish. So they call it's Kish. It's always Kish. It's not Kish. It's Kish.
Okay, so
that's why.
So y'all see the at under her name, like because I always put them there. The at under her name is where you go, and it's at 313_Kish, KISH, no A.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, Jax. Where can they find you, Jax? Because we're here now. All right.
I'm on Instagram and TikTok. Dope Queen _786.
DOPE. Dope Queen. Like it says below her, where the ad is, where it always is in the videos. All right. All right. Now, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at GL_Richardson. All right. You'll see that below me right here. Okay. All right. Yeah. But real quick, After you hit that follow button, I've got one small favor. If you've been vibing with the show and you want to help it keep growing and keep showing us some love, drop that $5 monthly subscription. That's it. Just $5 is way more healthy than eating something crazy, and it feeds the culture. Your support keeps the lights
Don't go
on,
buy
the
no
mics
footlong.
hot, the vibe. What?
Don't go buy no footlong for $5. Give us the $5.
Do they even do that anymore?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
still doing that. They run a
Yeah.
special every day of the week over there.
Okay, but your support keeps the lights on, the mics hot, the vibes flowing. So set it, forget it, and know you're part of what keeps the whole vibe alive. You can subscribe through the link in our bios, Instagram and TikTok, like you see on the screen. And once again, that's Jill_Richardson, and you see 313_Kish and at DopeQueen_786, or in the description on YouTube at Vibe Responsibly Podcast. And hey, if now's not the time, I overstand. Just keep listening, sharing, and spreading the vibe, because guess what? Our new motto is you won't be out here vibing alone. So share the vibes and help us keep spreading all this love. And once again, make sure you go to at the Gents Life Apparel to get you some or get a ton. Your family is going to love the apparel. You'll see it on the Instagram at the Gents Life Apparel. You see it right there. Go to that. And I promise you'll see it. You'll see what we're talking about. All right? All right.
Don't get some, get a ton. Just buy it all.
Don't get some, get a ton. Your family gonna want it, I promise you. And it's great material. Feels nice on the skin. It's nice.
You like my
Real
Letterman
nice.
jacket? Like, it's really, really nice.
Yes.
Nice.
See that? Look at that. It's beautiful. I might sleep in it. No, I'm not. I'm not messing up my shirt. Anyway, and listen, we don't know you, but we love you like we do. Have a phenomenal day on purpose. And we out!
I'm coming in hot.